I am Ignacio. I'm going to show you how to get to really nice rock pools in the San Gabriel River. Coming from the 210 freeway in Azusa, exit in Azusa Boulevard and drive north towards the mountains. That Azusa Boulevard will become Highway 39, and then you're going to stay on it for about 12 miles until you're going to make a right at an intersection that is coming next. There are two rivers with the same name. The one we're going today is called East Fork San Gabriel River. Make a right on this intersection. It is East Fork Road. From this point, you're going to drive 4.8 miles to one of two spots that I'm going to show you today. The place that I'm going to show you is actually very beautiful. There's a big problem though. There's so much trash around this place. And I'm going to ask you a big favor. If you decide to visit, please bring a bag with you and pick up all your trash. Don't leave anything behind. Thank you. I always post links to the places that I go, but people keep on asking how to get there. So that's the reason I'm doing a visual. Or you can just enter in Google Maps, Oaks Picnic Area, San Gabriel Mountains, and it will bring you to this same spot. I recommend that you come very early, especially on weekends, because it gets very busy. Once you park your car, all you have to do is find your way down to the river. Later on, we're gonna come back to this spot and show you down there. But before we do that, I'm gonna show you another site. Getting out of the parking lot or from this spot, we're gonna drive 1 mile on the road that we were coming before. In about 3/4 of a mile, we're going to find this sign. We're going to be approaching a very sharp curve. On this spot, instead of going to the curve that will take us to Glendora Mountain Road, we're going to turn left very carefully, and that's going to take us to Bonita Camp Road. And from this point, it's just 1/4 of a mile. It's good that you start looking for a parking spot. Once you see that bridge, we made it to the second spot that we're visiting today. You're gonna need a permit to park here that is called National Forest Adventure Pass. On the description of the video, I'm gonna leave more information or where you can get one. Go towards the bridge, and on the right hand side, you will find this road. From here, you're gonna be walking for about 5 minutes, and then you will find access to the creek. One more time, my friends, please pack it in, pack it out. Do not leave any trash behind. Thank you. It is very important that when you subscribe to my channel, make sure to activate the bell for notifications. That way, you get to see the videos right after I make them. Because if you watch a video like this, let's say 5 months or a year later, most likely it would be different. I'll give you an example. Last year, I was on this very same spot, and there was a part right here that you could actually swim on it. This very same spot was different in about a year ago. Watch this.
Gracias. Rico. Míralo, míralo.
Last year, this part where I'm walking, it was about 4 or 5 feet deep. I believe the name of this creek is Cattle Creek. I kept going for about 1/4 of a mile looking for rock pools, but I didn't find any. Still, it's a very beautiful place that I recommend they come here on a hot summer day so you can cool off. So I made my way back to a spot right next to the bridge. It was a very hot day. It was about 90 degrees, so it was perfect to get in the water. So I went underneath the bridge, and this is where the Cattle Creek meets the East Fork San Gabriel River. From this spot, you go to the right for about 5 minutes, and then you're gonna find this beautiful rock pool, which is about 5 to 7 feet deep. And then we just have some fun diving into the water. Please be careful. Don't dive head in first unless you're sure there are not rocks underneath. That's me getting in the water. I went exploring for another 25 minutes against the current, and I didn't find any other rock pools on this side. So I found my way up to the road and came back to the bridge. That's what the bridge is. And then we went to explore to the creek. Later on, I was down there diving with my friends. So I went back to my car and drove back 1 mile to the very first spot that I showed you on this video. Remember the Oaks picnic area? From that spot, you cross the road and then you walk to your left for about 50 yards. And then when you see this fence, right after the fence, you have access to the creek, to a very beautiful rock pool. I'll show you. I came down to the creek on this rock pool, and then I went to explore for about a half a mile against the current, and then later I will come back to this same spot so I can dive in. This place is about 4 feet deep, and it is right across the street from the Oaks picnic area. Always be alert for wildlife. This is back on the rock pool that I showed you a while ago. links on the screen to keep watching my videos. Thank you so much for your support. Until next time.